Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to our Animal Crossing Let's Play here on Kalon, which is supposed to be a romantic coastal retreat island. I hope you've all had a good start to your week. I just got done with my very first day at my very new job, and it was a lot. And I don't know if it's the best idea to record a Let's Play episode now. This might be very jumbled and all over the place, but at the same time, I thought it might be nice to just unwind a little bit with some cozy Animal Crossing. And I'm just kind of excited to maybe share a couple of plans for a few areas. I've been thinking about some of my islands very much lately. And one of my islands obviously is this one. And this is a very big project still, and one that's very dear and close to my heart because it's been going on for such a long time already. In the last episode, we were actually working a little bit on some beach decorating. We did this area here, and we worked on the Able Sisters, which is placed pretty much close to the beach, as you can see here. We just did a little bit of a dress display area and then some like workshop moments to the side. And then we also talked about I think we talked about it. Yeah, this part right here just probably being some boats or I guess yachts to drive home the coastal vibe if you want to. It's not really like a coastal town island. I toured some coastal town islands on stream the other day, and they made me, I'm not gonna lie, they made me a little self-conscious about Kalon, but it's okay. It's still beautiful in its own way, so we're still gonna appreciate it. All right, so before we get started today, I would actually like to work on a couple of transitional parts and like some trees and stuff. And before we get started though, I do want to maybe quickly mention a couple of things that are still coming in the Let's Play, because it feels like it's just been this like onward grind without really taking a step back and like looking at what's coming. So one of the areas that we still have left open is Dottie's place here. And Dottie absolutely loves working out. So for her, I actually thought about transforming this entire beach here into somewhat of a like feel-good gym sort of thing. So like we're talking lots and like sporty stuff, lots of sport equipment, yoga session, like a yoga area, but like we're gonna try to give everything this kind of like spa feel. So I don't want to do like a hardcore gym or something, but we're still gonna try and hopefully make it cute, make it calm, add drinks and calm like snacks. We'll add snacks to it, of course. And then we also still have Hornsby over here. His area I'm actually very excited about. So basically we're going to be building this up on this side of the house. For Hornsby, the story was basically that he always did very crafty stuff with like his parents, his dad, his brothers, his mom. And he misses them a lot. And so he kind of opened up his own workshop on this island. And I think we're going to do some like yacht repair. Maybe even we're going to add some like cars to it. Who knows? Like maybe he's fixing more than that. But so like a mechanical shop with a whole bunch of tools, I think would be very fun here. And then another thing that I just thought of, okay, tell me if you think this is kind of cute, because that's what I'm thinking. Or tell me if you think it's a little weird. So we're gonna have a path basically, obviously from this place over here. So like from this bridge, you're gonna kind of walk across the beach here. That was like the plan. And then go back onto the land and go to Dottie's place. And then from Dottie's place, you're pretty much gonna walk, I don't know, either straight on or it's gonna curve a little bit to Hornsby's place. And then, because I do want to connect Hornsby to everything else as well, there's going to be like a path leading down here, probably in between and back to this dirt path. And I thought, how about we include a little like unfinished house plot right here? So we're gonna try to imitate what the moving house plots look like in Animal Crossing, but like with items. So, rope fence and a couple of construction things. And then we're gonna pretend as though that is your plot. So everyone watching right now, if you want to, you can like think of it as your plot on this island, because obviously it's not just my project. I feel like so many of you have contributed ideas. So many of you have spent so much time on this island in a way. So I thought that might be very cute, but it also might be over the top. I don't know. Let me know about that. From there, you get onto the neighborhood, which still just needs a lot of details. And then truth be told, this area over here, this is what I like to decorate in a long play, because this is going to be a lot of filler stuff. Maybe pergola to the bottom left there, but a lot of filler stuff, some waterscaping. And I think this will be a very cozy long play at some point. So like an extra long episode, if you will. Daily still kind of needs like a book area here, like a book and library and like writer's retreat part to the left maybe. And then we also still have the museum, which I'm kind of excited for because I want to turn this into like an actual like museum type build. So we're going to add like statues. I'm thinking of this like maybe fountain moment with like shrubs around it in a circle, stuff like that, you know, like kind of bougie, kind of chic. And then some of you also had an amazing idea for this part here. So basically this entire transitional part that leads us to the Hyacinth Lake, I don't know how far we're gonna bring this out, but some of you had the idea of adding a couple of kids' tents and making this like a cozy couples retreat, like kids' tent camping area, which I thought was adorable. And I believe that right here, we might try to add a movie theater. I went to some treasure islands. I think I also said that last episode. I needed to desperately go to some treasure islands. I did that. I brought home 11 pockets full of stuff. I decided to do that off video because that would have been so absolutely boring. Basically what I did is I found a treasure island on Twitch and I just visited all the treasure islands. I walked around and I wrote down the things that I think, you know, that I thought were kind of cute for this island. And then I made sure to double check with my inventory, with my storage, and see if maybe I have some of that stuff already. And then I placed a whole bunch of orders. And here we are now. I have a lot more stuff in my pockets. I actually had to expand my storage because it would only allow me to have like 1,600 things. And we have surpassed that now. But that also means I filled my pockets, or I filled my storage with a whole bunch of new things to use. So that'll be very exciting. Okay, enough talking. I probably will have added a timestamp to this part. I am using so many trees on this island. I keep forgetting that. Am I using cedar trees? No, I'm definitely using cedar trees, right? Because I'm using cedar trees. I'm using cedar trees. I'm using hardwood trees. I'm also using fruit trees because my hardwood trees are pink. And so because I still want to have some green ones, I'm also using some pear trees in between. I'm using coconut and I'm using bamboo. Like we have as many different trees as we possibly can in New Horizons. Now, having said that, I do hope that in like a future Animal Crossing, we'll have more tree variety to choose from. Like I think you can do more. Like if you have, imagine like birch trees, you know, like white trees, like birch trees, or like hardwood trees with a very dark wood maybe. Or maybe like the pine tree item kind of. Oh, it'd be so great. Alrighty, so I would like to maybe work on just this part here, place a few trees around. Now, the thing is we're not gonna be able to keep all of these weeds here. And then if we have like path kind of, look at the butterflies. Oh my God, that is absolutely adorable. I feel like the 7-8, this would be 5 a.m. music. Like imagine the 5 a.m. music with that little butterfly dance. That would have been like the most like chill, cozy moment ever. Okay, briefly checking. I've pretty much used this path here like everywhere, correct? Except for like a few instances where I've used like the sand pathing and I guess like the tiles or this here. So in the shopping part, I've basically used these stones. Okay, but then here is like the dirt path. Maybe we're gonna use the sand path here sometimes, but I like to start by placing some pathing or maybe changing a little bit of path around. So just so we don't forget this, you know, that this is supposed to actually be somewhat connected. I feel like we are going to maybe put a little bit of path down here. This might not be the finished piece just yet. Sometimes I feel like I just need to kind of get started and I need to just kind of place a little bit of pathing down. And then once I actually get to the area, sometimes I change it around. Like I was just thinking the path that I've done there is not my favorite either. Like this here, which I think I was doing because of not wanting everything to like look too repetitive. Like especially this part here, that would look kind of odd, but at the same time, I kind of want to connect this. Like maybe this is the official path. I don't know if you can say that though, because it's just going from like the shopping district to the neighborhood, but that obviously doesn't necessarily mean it's like the official pathing, you know? Okay, question. What if I moved this like inwards with a corner tile and I did the same thing for the one basically right next to me? What would that look like? Would that just be like weird? I mean, we can still add a leaf pile. That would be the upper left corner then. Kind of like that. No, it's not super great, is it? I kind of like this part up here though. Which, you know, if I want to keep this, like I have to basically still keep it this long. And I still think that doesn't quite get the shape across. You know? And then that's, I mean, I'm right back to where I kind of came from. I'm right back to the start. Okay, let's connect it. Let's just bring it back to like the initial thing, but like connected. Which means that there are like 3 long pieces here. Maybe this part can just slightly change. So it's not like 3 pieces that are the same direction, but just like maybe 2. So kind of like this. Let me see. So this be the straight piece and this be the corner piece right there. There we go. And then this would also be the corner piece, right? I mean, I guess it kind of could work. We could also disrupt it here and just be like, oh, you know what? This is where they're actually separated from each other. Like this is a patch and this here is a small little patch very close to the others. And then this is one. And then this is one, I guess. I might be okay with this. Okay, let's go with that. And then let's go and take my shovel next and see if and where we can place some trees. Because that might still change my mind, right? Okay, so having done all of this part here, this could be a tree, but like, I don't think we want that to be a tree because that would just block like the path. You'd glitch into it. It'd be probably not the greatest because like, I feel like the part that we want to kind of cover up is like this right-hand side part of the incline. And I feel like that wouldn't quite cover it. So instead, this can't be a tree because you have to squeeze through it from the incline. So I guess the next tree that we could place is this one, which I'm kind of okay with. I think I'm kind of okay with that. And then this could be a tree, or we set this one a little bit further back and we kind of go like this, which almost makes this look like it is in a diagonal line, which I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of, but I feel like we're not going to have that many other tree spots, so maybe that's okay. That could be a tree. That might potentially cover up the signpost though, which I actually really like, so I might not. Okay, we have a cedar tree right there. We've got the coconut tree, so I feel like maybe this could be like a small something. You know, this is like a transitional part, so I'm okay with it being a little bit more covered in trees. I know sometimes I can slightly overdo it with trees. I do love them though. I do love them though, that should be said. You know, that could also be a tree, or the one to the left could be a tree, or we bring it further down, which might help us. I'm honestly, this path has me a little unsure. Or should like the main thing be this connected with this, and then that's going to be an additional piece? Okay, I'm sorry. I keep changing this around. I feel like I had issues with this the last time I worked on it. That might just be me thinking about it though. And plus like a half curve of a path might also not be the most charming thing that I have ever done. So maybe this is not as good of an idea as I think it is. But so I guess maybe it would be kind of like this here, right? And then I don't think I have like single tiles connecting that stuff. So that was not the right piece. Maybe also going lower here. Hold on. So, okay, let's kind of like imagine you'd run here I feel like it kind of go sideways, but then further up. God, pathing is so annoying sometimes. Sometimes I wish I could snap my fingers and then have the path be done. And then I don't have to worry about it. I just have to work around it, but like, it's okay. Because I feel like once the path is in and it's been brought to kind of like a good moment where you're like, okay, yeah, this seems like natural path shape. I feel like half the struggles are taken care of. Like, I don't know, finding path codes and then laying down the path, like that's just more hassle than anyone needs a lot of times. Okay, this be a piece going straight to the side, maybe same thing here. You know, and then, I mean, we might just bring it a little bit further down, if we're honest. They might just be like this, you know? How do we feel about that, maybe? How do we feel about that? Okay, so side piece, and then we're gonna need 2 middle pieces here. There we go. That's kind of that. Nope. Never mind. Never mind. All right, spontaneous thought. I think it's okay. Yeah, maybe this is like actually a little bit better. Oh no, Hornsby. Oh, Hornsby was very sad. But you know what? I think it's better if you just leave the butterfly roaming free or freely roaming. You know what I'm saying, right? I think it's better to let them just fly around and flutter by. You know what I'm saying? You know, like how about this and then a leaf pile like literally right here. So we necessarily don't even like we don't even have to worry about that part. And then maybe this can be the tree. This can be like a tiny tree. Maybe that can be like, okay, either a second stage hardwood or a second stage, I guess, fruit tree. But we do have that here. Or a tiny coconut. Ooh, we can also do a tiny coconut and then have this one be like a bamboo. Third stage bamboo. And I just remembered I got rid of my, I got rid of my numbers. Okay, that's a little annoying. Maybe I can kind of work with like a system and I can be like, this is like 3 separate, you know, you like see 3 sections of the balcony and in the one next to it, you only see 2. Maybe that can be my system. So this is like third stage. Oh, I'm not going to remember that, am I? And then we're going to go with a pink second stage. No, actually we were going to do coconut. Never mind. I was going to go try and do a coconut tree. So I have to start my island designer. Yes, please. So this will be a tiny coconut. And then let's see for these tiles here. So basically I think this would be nice as something kind of covering, you know, so the incline is maybe a little bit hidden. So how about this just being a fruit tree? Like a full-on fruit tree, fully grown one. And then maybe this is just going to be like a small bamboo tree or maybe even something chopped. We'll see about that in a second, just so it doesn't cover the signpost like I previously said, because I think the signpost looks very cute from the front. Okay, so we've got second stage, fully grown. Oh my God. This is gonna be so hard to remember. And then actually, I think like somewhere here should be another fully grown coconut tree. I think that'd be kind of cute. Either here, maybe here. I don't want to get too close to the path because it's going to get like, it's going to get hard to walk around and not glitch into 700 different things. I don't know what it is with, I've said that so many times today. I've said like, I don't even know if on video, but I've said like 700 different whatever so many times. It's weird because it's like a weird thing to say. Anyways, also I think this here could be a perfect tree, like a perfect tree spot. I'm pretty sure none of this could be a tree. We should probably try for this to be some wheat fields, just like wrapping around the building. You know, that usually makes a lot of sense. And then honestly, if we manage to do it, like, I guess we should probably put a tree right there. And then maybe this is okay if it's open. But this should maybe be a tree. Also maybe just something smaller. Okay, we've got a green tree here. Bamboo to the left. Here's gonna be like a relatively large coconut, either fully grown or third stage. We have a green tree here. We have bamboo, which is green. We don't really have a lot of pink in this part just yet. Do we think we could get away with another like smaller hardwood tree? So like a second stage pink tree right there. I really have to like use my brain power. Second stage is this here, I think. Also, future me is not going to remember that system that I came up with because it's not a very good system, is it? Okay, and then maybe this here can also be a coconut. I think if we can work with maybe like a third stage coconut right there, those are not too terribly high. Therefore, they're not going to cover the path too much. So that might work. That might work out for everyone. Third stage is this one right there. And then I have not used a cedar tree, so maybe this is just going to be like a smaller cedar tree. Like a second stage. Yeah, like a cutesy little cedar tree by the pond. Why not? Okay, and then therefore the path would be very different. I think we'd have to pluck some weeds for sure. But I kind of don't want to do that just yet until I've decided like the surrounding decorations, and therefore I also kind of, yeah, know where to pluck certain things. So I guess maybe we'll just make this like a very repetitive, odd shape. You know, kind of like this, ooh, and this. Nope, this. There we go. I think we'll continue it further up here. Yeah, we might have to say goodbye to some weeds, but that's okay. And then, I mean, I could kind of see us like have the sand path right here, just because it's like tracked onto the land from the beach here, just on that, like these small portions. And then we're going to go back to like a regular sand path. But I also think we're going to go with planks towards Dottie's house. So I'm thinking like plank, maybe curve already. And then it kind of just goes towards the right-hand side, you know? And so, God, I also hate pathing. Apparently I hate a lot of things about this game. I didn't even realize I was holding that much of a grudge. But yeah, bridges and path. I mean, diagonal bridges just kind of mess everything up because the diagonal bridges in a otherwise not really made for diagonal things type of tile system. I don't think that really made sense what I just said, but I hope you know what I mean. Like a lot of times, you know, this is not made for anything diagonal really. But then the diagonal bridges just kind of sometimes make stuff very hard. No, okay, maybe we can go with this. Oh my gosh, please, girl. Put down the path and leave it. Move on. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It always makes it so giant, you know? It always immediately makes it like this giant blotch and patch of dirt, which you might not even want around like the bridges. But maybe like that is good. Hold on. That might be nice. Forward and then corner piece. And then we're going to go a little bit to the side and maybe up again right away. So maybe this can be like a corner piece. You can be, nope, you can be an upside piece. And then you are also a side piece. You know, depending on some trees, I guess. I don't know, that curve, not my favorite thing, but just so you kind of know what I mean with like the tiles, you know, with like the plank path. So like this goes here, and then the sideways ones kind of go here, here and there, or I might prefer it like there instead. So let me think. It would lead upwards. I think that's correct. And then I need the upper right corner of the tiles. Yeah, so maybe something like this, you know? This would be Dottie's doorstep. How about we just end it? How about we just end this path here? It's just this patch of dirt. And then it continues with a new little bit of path and continues however. Maybe that's better. Oh my gosh. The waterfalls are Still too loud. It's been 4 years and we still hate them, even though they are very accurate to real life, to the real life experience. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I experience a waterfall in real life, which mind you is not that often. What am I saying? I told you it was my first day at work today, and I think maybe I should not have recorded after. But we're gonna go with it. It's fine. But yeah, I have not really like, you know, been to that many waterfalls recently, but every time I'm there, I'm like, oh yeah, wait. Maybe New Horizons has a point. They're very loud. Like they're actually very, very loud. Oh wait, that is not the tile I wanted. I wanted it there. There we go. And then do I not have a single tile for this? That's interesting. I thought I did. But that's okay. We're gonna go sideways or like corner piece more like. You know, and then it's just kind of this little path here. We do have we do always have the corner stuff to worry about, so I guess I'm just gonna put down some stones right here. And because we are doing no tile left behind, you know, so I'm also gonna put something on this other side. There we go. And then that might just lead here. This might be like a flower. The path will kind of continue, and then I guess I'm gonna wait until I see kind of where we get back onto the mainland to continue that. But at least we've got a little bit of path down. That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. And you know, maybe it also would make sense to kind of figure out some tree spots up here, because tree spots and cliffs, you know, they're very complicated. They don't really work well together, to be fair. Like as soon as you place one tree, you're not going to be able to place like many others. So really it's just a pain a lot of times. Okay, wait, if we make this a tree, this one couldn't be one, which is generally not so great. So I know it's very confusing. I feel like I'm just digging holes everywhere now. And we might just have to add something. We might just have to add a tile. Does that make this cliff like symmetrical though? Or do we add one here? Can we add another tile here? Oh, we can. Oh, maybe this is the better thing to do then. Yes, so this be the tree. And then I think this would be the tree instead. Which could be fine like this. Or, you know, this tree here moves there instead. And then it's just like 3 trees on here, but they're evenly spaced out. Which also means we could take this. No, actually, I kind of want to leave it like this. Maybe. Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and place some stuff? Maybe we're gonna do a fully grown cedar, and then we're gonna do a 3rd stage bamboo, and then we're gonna do a fully grown coconut tree. I'm being random, by the way. I'm just trying to imagine like different heights of trees and what might be okay with each other, but really at the end of the day, this is just me planting random stuff and hoping for it to work out. And yeah, a lot of times I guess like you can probably make it work out just with the right decorations around it, but yeah, sometimes it still needs to like feel right, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, so like all of these trees are planted. This one isn't just yet. This one was supposed to be a coconut as a 2nd stage, and I hear another mole cricket. Mole crickets, and I've forgotten the names again, but I think it's bell cricket or something in September. They need to stop existing like as soon as possible. Like this is one of my favorite times, not necessarily during cherry blossom season because pink, you know, but like this and I think like the start of fall are literally my favorite times in the game, and they are being absolutely ruined, like ruined by the noisy bugs. And the thing is, I feel like if I sit on the sofa and I just play for myself, I don't really play a lot with in-game sound. Do you all still play with in-game sound, or do you usually have it like muted and then just listen to other stuff? Because that's usually how I would play for myself if it was just like on the sofa. Yeah, see, because I think I kind of like that. I think I kind of like that. It's kind of still missing something tall. Like maybe our coconut tree here might have to move. The coconut tree might have to move like here instead. So that we also see it from the Able Sisters. But I think we can just kind of go in and look at them and then make the decision. But yeah, do you still have game sounds on, or do you also have it muted and just don't hear the cricket and like the bug sounds? Because I feel like they take joy away from the gaming. Anyway, let's go ahead and start getting these trees to be right. Yeah, second stage trees. So we're gonna time travel 2 days to the future. And there we are. Okay, we have a few trees that I need to already stun. Okay, let me see if I can recognize my own little system. This obviously is the second stage, right? Because 2 sections of the door. It makes a lot of sense, don't you think? I can't even take myself seriously at this point. You know, it's fine. It's fine. If you can't either, I understand. Don't worry. I totally understand. Technically, you like you start to see, or you see the start of the next section. So like, I feel like the system, quote unquote system I have here does not even make sense. But we're just gonna accept it for what it is, okay? I mean, as long as it works, you know, as long as it works. I think tiny cedar is very good. Tiny bamboo, I'm very happy because you still see the house thing. I want to check if maybe I can have something green somewhere back here already, but this is gonna be tough because this can't be one. So the next tree can either be here or here. Which, you know what? I want to try to have as a tall grown bamboo, I think. Yeah. Which is not going to hit quite where I want it to, but that's okay. That's okay. We can work around it. I think it's still kind of better to have this as opposed to like a hardwood tree. I think. Although we can also, we could try it. Just looks wise, you know? What would the hardwood tree look like here? Actually, never mind. That is also very cute. Is that better, maybe? Oh, it is the very same as like upstairs. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the bamboo because I did like it. I think I did like it, and we can always like just check again once they're all grown and see if we like the final thing. Okay, question about the coconut though. Do we want it to actually be like a baby coconut? Or do we want it to be a third stage, which is this? It's not that much taller compared to like a second stage bamboo. I think we're gonna let it grow. Yeah, we're gonna let it grow a little bit more. I think that might make sense. So like our note is not really relevant anymore, but you know. Okay, and then trees up here. All right. So I would say let's go ahead to the next day right away. And here we are. I did not want to stunt this one before, right? So this is, I think this should be correct. This almost looks like it's going up in stages though. It's like smallest cedar tree, a little bit taller, and fully grown. Do we like that or do we hate that? I feel like whenever I have to ask that, that's not necessarily the best sign. We might go with it for now, you know? We might just go with it for now. Okay, that should stunt both of those. I do like the small pink one here, I think. Or small pink one to this side. Okay, this needs to be also stunted. There we go. Third stage is correct. So you don't have to be marked anymore. Okay, potentially. Wait, I tested it out with the green one earlier, but what if we do the pink one here instead? I feel like the flower behind the sign might not be a pink one in that case, but I mean, that is an easy fix, you know? Oh, maybe that's better. And then you are the, wait, was that right? Oh my God, wait, why were there 2 holes there? Are you correct? Or like a tile further back, maybe? Maybe a tile further back. Yeah, so you are the young bamboo tree then. Actually kind of also works. You know? And then maybe this is just See, this is the issue when you already like decorate something and there's a part like in between that hasn't been done yet. Because now that makes me want to change the flower behind the sign to like a blue hyacinth instead. But then I've basically used the blue hyacinth up here and back there. And so that just messes up everything. Or maybe the one back there is just pink and then that's fine. Like that's okay enough. I'm gonna try that right away. Because I think the contrast to the tree is much, much better. So yeah. And then also maybe this contrast with the bottles is better also. That is not to be forgotten either. All right. We've got some bottles right there. See, that also works. That also works. And then you are the blue one instead. And the signpost right here. I mean, that's probably okay, right? If we include some more pink on the left-hand side there, I think that's okay. Yeah, all right, all right, all right. So let me see. You are stunted. You aren't stunted yet. Wow, that sounded like accusing. Like, you are not stunted yet. Oh, interesting outfit in Able Sisters today. Is that like a baby romper thing? Yeah, the coconut might have to move over. I think I maybe want to try moving the coconut over a tile, and then we are going to have it fully grown just because the one to the left already is stunted, and I don't want the two of them to be the same, I guess. So maybe that's a good idea. So we're going to move the sand path tile right there. We're going to grab our shovel. We're going to eat a little snack here, a little pear. Yum. Oh God, I actually did not like pears for a very long time. Like for a lot of my life, I kind of dislike pears because I feel like there's a lot of varieties of pears that I don't like if they're not like super fresh and crispy. But like recently, we've had the most amazing pears ever, like so good. And now I love pears. Now I love them. Now I love and live for them, I guess. Okay, I think that's cute. And then there's just like a little hidden pond. It doesn't need to be like a big thing. It just needs to be like something small maybe. I think that's a good idea. Okay, and then you still need to be stunted, but your neighbors will still continue growing also. So you get a little peach. You get a peach. And you get a peach. God, my brain really is done for the day. Okay, and having said that... one more day, or actually let me skip a little bit into the future and then backwards so that this bamboo tree is also grown. And we're just going to take a look at these couple of selections. Wait, I feel like, you know, it's not been too much progress today, but that's okay. All right. Okay, I think this is kind of good. Again, you know, the pond is like a little bit more hidden now, but I think that's okay. We've got the pear tree, which will not hold any pears. We have our bamboo tree, which I think is kind of cute looking. We'll also probably adjust this as time goes on. Maybe just decorate around it. Maybe this will change in the future. Who knows, really? I think it's kind of nice. I think it's kind of nice, though. Also, this cliff here, again, you know, just very random, but I kind of like that too. All right, and then this is, I think, where I will leave it for today. I believe maybe it was a bit of a shorter episode. I apologize. I think I do have to find like a bit of a new routine with the new job, and also maybe my upload days will change. I don't really know what the best course of action is here. I will kind of let you know though. As soon as I know something, I will let you know, and we'll just kind of take it one step at a time. The Let's Play definitely is continuing though. It's not going anywhere. My channel isn't going anywhere. There will definitely be more long plays, and yeah, maybe this is just a little bit of a better overview of kind of a few upcoming things today. Oh, cute thing in the window today. This would be perfect for like a DA upload. I would definitely accept this item in the window. All right. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching today. Do please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you want to see all the next episodes as well. And then I hope you have a fantastic rest to your week or start to your week, whatever it is. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.